what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
AI. Absolute Ignorance. With John Reed.
That's me. And in the vast cosmos of our podcast universe, we embark on a cosmic journey through the quirkiest corners of everyday life. Join us as we explore Amazon delivery mishaps that take us on unexpected adventures and the art of pill swallowing that's both science and an art form. We'll also delve into the mysteries of gummy bears from the Czech Republic. And in a cosmic twist, we'll explore the comedic wonders of ChatGPT as it tries to craft humor in ways that stretch the boundaries of our imagination. And as always, I'm joined by my young Gen Z whiz kid, Coble.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
And the Alan Jackson back there. How you doing, bud?
Doing great, man.
Awesome. I've gotten a lot of yard work getting done in the front. A whole new makeover in the front and the back. So I've hired two different contractors.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't know about each other. And they both showed up around the same time. And it was kind of like, I feel like I got caught cheating.
I was going to say, that's like one of those movie tropes where you're like, you have two dates and one dance or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. And they had to work together.
Okay.
So it was kind of nice. It actually turned out to be a pretty good thing. And I've been going to Lowe's home improvement store to get things for my house.
Yeah.
And I just bought carpet yesterday.
Okay.
And I don't want the carpet. I want it more like a rug. Let me ask you your opinion, Alan and Coble. What is the difference between a rug and carpet?
Well, I think I know the difference.
Carpet is like affixed to the floor. It's like covering the entire floor.
It's like instead of hardwood floor, you have carpet.
Right.
And then a rug is a small area that sits on top of whatever.
Like an area rug.
Yeah, an area rug. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Could you put a rug in as carpet?
I mean, you can get a rug big enough to basically cover the floor.
Yeah.
It's still not going to cover it completely.
But you're not going to want that instead of carpet, though.
Well, what I did was, I like my house, but for whatever reason, they decided to keep the kitchen, like the tile that you would have on a kitchen floor, it goes all the way into the living room. Whereas it's hardwood floors everywhere else, but
that's weird.
it's a little weird, and I don't like it. And I thought, like, I just want to put one gigantic carpet. I don't want to pull up the tile and install carpet. I just want to put carpet on top of it, just so it kind of hides it.
Covered up like a poster, a movie poster.
Yeah,
like a hole in the wall.
It would, like a rug would do.
Right.
But so I basically went to Lowe's and I had measured and I said, all right, I just want you to cut me a rug this size and then bring it to my house and I'll just throw it on the floor.
Okay, as you do.
And I've done that before. When I lived in L.A. at my condo, I had that done and it worked out great. Mm-hmm. But and it was supposed to be delivered today. And I waited around. That's why I was late today, Alan.
Okay.
You know, they give you a window.
Oh, I hate the window.
When to deliver things. And I got the window from 12 to like 2. And I thought, well, I don't have to be here till 3:30. That'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Thing never comes until I start driving to the studio. Then I get the phone call. Yeah. But here's what's weird. I noticed something. As I was leaving my house, so there was no rug the whole time at the window. I was like, well, I got to go. So I leave my house, and I notice there is a piece of lawn equipment next to my garage that I didn't order.
Oh, okay.
But I because I was having yard work, I got two different contractors coming and going.
Okay.
So I thought, well, maybe they're planning on using this thing, and they just dropped it off, and I didn't see them come to the house. And so that was kind of weird, but I just looked at it, I was like, oh, okay. And then I drive to the studio, I get the phone call, hey, this is so-and-so at Lowe's. We kind of screwed up. I came to your house, and I gave you I gave you a delivery that was not meant for you, and I still have your carpet. I'm like, okay,
did the guy
well,
sound just as nervous as you just made him sound? Like that's a mistake, right? Like that's not a small mistake.
Right. I mean, it was like a big piece of. It was like a thing that you would hook up behind a lawnmower, a riding lawnmower that collects leaves.
Oh wow!
Like it's a big piece of equipment. It's probably not cheap.
Yeah.
And but I don't want that. I want my carpet. So I was like,
So they left you the incorrect item.
they left it there, and he left, and he called me. Again, I didn't even know that it was an accident because I just figured maybe it's somebody else's.
How long until
Right.
after he called you?
You know, that was the mystery part. I don't know when he dropped it off.
Oh, it was just there.
Like, he could have dropped it off at 8 this morning. I didn't know it.
Oh, okay.
But I think it happened an hour beforehand. Before he called me, about an hour. I'm just guessing. But, yeah. So he had to turn around, come. So I had to come. I came in here. I told you what happened. I had to leave, go back to my house, wait around for the guy. He said he'd be there in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I waited like 30, 40 minutes. He finally shows up, this gigantic piece of carpet. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, that's not
That wasn't
cut
right. Oh,
yeah.
no.
And I move all my furniture out of the living room, and I get it in there, and I'm unrolling it, and it's not going to work. So now I'm going to have to recut it.
Wow.
I don't know. And Jody's kind of like shaking her head, I'm sure, like I told you. She didn't like my idea of just putting carpet on the floor as opposed to have it installed
Right.
you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to deal with that when I get back. That's fun.
All right, so you were just going to take a slab of carpet
Yeah.
and just have it be big enough to cover the floor.
Right. But with a little bit like an inch away from the walls.
Yeah.
So it's obvious I wasn't trying to make it look like.
Yeah.
It's like this little cut, but it's too big. It touches the wall and it covers the air conditioning vents. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's
I
a
screwed
problem.
myself on that one.
Yeah.
That was my fault. So I should have kept the leaf thing.
Yeah, you
I'll just keep this.
I could use that.
should have told the guy, oh, no, this is right. This is
No,
fine."
this is exactly right.
Fun with home ownership, though. So.
Can I use that to cut this carpet?
I would have loved. I hope that the person who was supposed to get that got the rug. Like, that would be hilarious.
If he got my rug
Yeah, if the guy
and it
was,
worked, like it fit perfect.
Oh, it fit his house.
He's like, hey, I've been looking for a
This
piece
is
of
great.
carpet like
Who
this.
knew? Like, this
Lowe's really knows me. They are using AI.
was so personal.
Have you noticed? Have you had? Speaking of the person who came and delivered the stuff, have you had it now lately where they send you a link when a service person is coming to your house, where you can go online and see them on a map?
I've had that with other delivery things, but I didn't get one from Lowe's.
Right, but yeah, you've had that happen before,
Yeah.
though, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because, like the guy texted and said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I pull him up on the map. I'm like, no, he's not going to be
There's
here.
no way you're going to be
There's
here in
no
10
way he's
minutes.
going to be here in 10 minutes.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
great.
a
I've
lot of
never
food
actually-
delivery services have that. Like
I-
DoorDash.
DoorDash has that.
Grubhub.
I've never seen that on anything else other than DoorDash, though. That's cool that you've seen that.
Well, there's one in Hickory called Sidecar. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Sidecar is a food delivery that I think it's just in Hickory.
Oh, okay.
And there's a couple of Chinese restaurants that me and Jody like to order from that specifically use Sidecar.
Yeah.
And they're really good because they're not like this big like corporation. It's like a small, and they're very good. They want to take care of you, all this stuff. But they're too much with the notifications.
Really?
Too much?
Too much. It's like, okay, I place my order online. I go to the computer. I type in, okay, I'll take 15 egg rolls. Bam.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's like, I get 3 emails right out the gate. Thank you for using Sidecar. Your order has been confirmed. Pretty soon we'll send you a text about, I get 3 or 4 different emails
Like a
right
receipt.
away, then texts right away.
Yeah.
And then I like that they're letting me know, but it's a little much. I'm having to delete tons of emails, and the texts are just annoying. But
we
you
finished-
can track them.
We finished preparing your first egg roll.
Yeah, right.
Now we're starting on your second one.
Yeah,
Well, we talked about food delivery last time. You talked about how Lainey would order like one thing from
Yes.
Palm Berries.
Palm berries. Yeah.
I have a gift card for her, a
Oh,
Palm
good.
Berries gift card
Okay.
that I got, and I don't know where I got it from or where it came from.
All right.
But I looked on my desk the other day, and there was just a Palm Berries gift card, and I said, Lainey needs this. for
What do you
her
mean you
one
don't know where
treat."
it came from?
I don't know where it came from. It just
Did you
appeared.
discover that? Didn't you tell me you found something in your 3D printer?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is great, actually, because you're talking about things getting delivered that you didn't order.
Yeah.
Things like that. So I ordered a 3D printer from the Czech Republic.
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
Hold on. You ordered a 3D printer
Yes.
from the Czech Republic.
Correct.
Now, why did you do that?
Well, this printer just came out in like February, March, maybe May. I don't remember. And because it took like 3 months to get here when I ordered it. I got the kit, so pretty much I assembled it myself. It took 40 hours to assemble. But this printer is supposed to be one of the best printers you can get without it being like an industrial sized printer. You know what I mean? So, so I ordered it. Came from the Czech Republic. It took like 3 months to get here. It's finally here. I put the box in my bed, open up the box, I get everything prepared. And the very top of the box, there is a pack of gummy bears.
Oh, nice.
A sealed,
Wow.
like closed pack of gummy bears.
Is it American gummy? Is it English writing or?
No.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's all like.
Do you have it with you?
I ate it and I threw it away.
You ate it?
Wait. You ate it?
Did you really?
A random bag of foreign
Yes,
gummies?
well, they were sealed and everything, and I was like, I genuinely think someone left their snack in my box because there wasn't there wasn't.
That's
like
what she said.
Okay, there wasn't like a cutout for the bag of gummy bears. You know, like it wasn't packaged well. It was just on top of everything.
Like just somebody just
Were they
dropped it
using
out of
it-
their front pocket.
They
by
were
accident.
using it as they ran out of packing material. They're like,
That would
just
be great
grab-
packing material, though.
Just grab these gummy bears.
It's just a sealed pack of Hasbro gummy bears.
All right, but Coble, you do know that. I mean, it is possible for people to
Reseal.
put things into food bags that are not good for you and
Yes.
hazardous to you, and reseal
Oh,
it
yeah,
back up
like
to
cyanide, like
make
they
it
do with
look like
Tylenol?
to make it look like it's
You see,
new.
I thought about that for about 15 minutes before I opened up the pack of gummy
Yeah.
bears and ate all of the
You
gummy
still
Were you
do.
starving at the time?
It was like 2 a.m. I was like, these gummy bears look pretty good.
So
At the
did
midnight
you,
munchies.
Did you eat it before you assembled the 3D printer or after as like a reward?
It was about, like, I'd say I probably assembled the printer for like a couple hours before like they were really staring at me. And
How
I was
many
like,
gummy bears would you say were in this packet?
It was a normal size, I'd say
20, 30?
35 gummy bears.
35 gummy bears. And was it a brand that you're familiar with? Even though it was Czech Republic? You said Hasbro?
Or I didn't mean Hasbro. Like it starts with an H though. But
Okay.
it's like the gummy bear brand. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's,
But it was in like Czech Republic.
Yeah, it was in a different language.
Whatever
It
that
was
was.
not. That's the first thing I checked. Is I flipped it over, and it was even the logo. It was like it was different, but I recognized it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Haribo.
Haribo.
Yeah,
Haribo.
that's exactly what it looked like. Except there was like the Haribo letters were not in English.
I would be worried. Well, now that you recognize the logo or whatever,
Yeah.
you probably convinced or rest assured that it wasn't THC gummies. Those are everywhere now.
Right. Like it was obviously something I was familiar with.
You could have OD'd on
Oh yeah.
like weed gummy bears.
No,
man.
it was just they were normal though. Like it felt fine, unless there's like a tracking chip in me now that I'm unaware of.
See, that's how the Czech Republic gets you,
that's how
man.
they get you.
They're listening right
It's
now.
a common thing,
Pretty soon that the chip's going to kick in.
Yeah,
and you're
I'm
going to be like a
sleeper
zombie
agent now.
Yeah,
I
You're a
can't
sleeper
believe
agent.
you just ate the gummies.
That's pretty bold.
Well, I started. All
Wait,
right.
and how long do you say you took the?
Well, he lives out
package
in
to get
Bethlehem.
here?
We don't get food delivered out there.
In my defense, I only ate about 5 before I like I ate 5 and I was like, I'll let this sit and I'll make sure.
See what this does.
Oh, so you did it like as a test round.
See if the gummy
Yeah.
bears kick in.
And
make
then
sure
after
you're
about
5.
another hour,
You're
I was
fine.
like,
I took the drugs, and the drugs are working.
after about an hour, like 3 a.m., 3:30, I was like, I'll just eat the rest of the gummy bears.
Yeah.
Wow,
Dude. That's
That's
crazy.
adventurous. Ought to be young.
Now, do
Young
you
and
think you're ever
foolish.
going to get like a letter from this Czech Republic, like, "Hey, man, did you happen to find my gummy bears?"
That was supposed to be delivered to like the president of our country, and now he's really pissed because that was our only pack of gummy bears.
Yeah. So this is a popular brand, Haribo.
That's like I think the gummy
Yeah.
bear brand. Like
I'm not a gummy bear guy.
Nope.
me neither.
Me neither.
And I ate the
But-
gummy bears. I was curious. Would you not
Sure.
have been inquisitive?
Yeah,
I was like,
totally.
I was like, I inspected them thoroughly. I held it up to light and everything. I was like, these look normal.
Inquisitive, yes. But I mean, my inquisition would stop at examining the package and looking at them, not eating
Yeah.
the contents of this package. So
This doesn't sound like a Coble move.
it doesn't.
You're very
Coble.
precise. It seems like you're very safe and like.
But look, Coble got a motorcycle.
I know he's a bad boy now. He's eating
Now
gummy bears
he's
from the
eating
Czech
gummy
Republic.
bears out of a box.
Gummy bears came. No, that was after the motorcycle. Yeah, it would have been after the motorcycle. It all changed with the motorcycle.
Yeah, man.
It's like he's hitting a midlife crisis, but at like the 1/5 of his life.
right, of 1/5 life crisis.
Yeah, again, you have to consider the fact it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm very hungry. I'm starved out there in Bethlehem. Well, all our food goes to Jesus. So
right.
That's hilarious. What else are we going to talk about?
To go to sleep, I take Ambien sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know this? And I ran out of them. But I'm so used to taking it that I'm like having trouble sleeping right now. But they do have ZzzQuil gummies.
yeah, I've seen
ZzzQuil?
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I take melatonin gummies.
Melatonin gummies. Yeah, there's different kinds of gum. You can get vitamin gummies.
They're pretty yummy.
Yeah. And so I take 2 of those things. Boom.
Why do they put this in gummy form?
That's a good
They just
question.
think people like to chew on those and
Well, I
eat
know, like,
those better.
For me, I struggle with swallowing pills for some reason.
I think that's a new thing, Alan. You're pretty. Can you swallow pills easily?
Oh yeah,
Do you need a full bottle of water?
absolutely not.
some people don't even
I
need
could
water.
I could use my own regenerated spit if I need.
Yeah,
to.
yeah. That's
Really?
what-
You don't need anything.
No.
Now, that's impressive.
It is, it
I
is.
cannot do that.
I envy you very
yeah.
much.
But I think maybe there's something to be said about like the testosterone levels are getting lower, and now we can't even swallow pills anymore.
You think it's a man thing?
I think it's
I
a
think
man
it's a
thing.
little bit of that.
I got to chew my vitamins.
I remember with the first.
By the way, I have vitamin adult gummies that I do myself.
Or like Flintstone gummies. Those are
Yeah,
really popular.
I mean, why not?
I remember when I was younger, like a preteen or something, and I started swallowing pills. I thought I was a badass. I mean, you
Yeah.
kind of feel that way. It's like, yeah.
Well, when I do
The
manage
fact
to
that you
swallow
could
them,
do that and it's like drink just black coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know people who do that either. But
Oh, I would do it with like scorching hot, fresh black coffee and still just use it to gulp down medicine.
smoke a
Like,
cigarette.
Yeah, it's like I don't care. I guess
hop on your hug and
it
you
felt
rat
like a
up.
rite of passage to go from I got to chew my vitamins or my
Yeah.
medicine to now I'm man enough that I'm going to swallow them.
Yeah.
When did you start swallowing? Did you know when you could start swallowing pills? Sorry, I should have.
No, sounds funny.
Yeah. Do you know what age?
I don't remember the rite of
Like,
passage.
is there hope? Is there hope
Kids
for me?
cannot-
I'm 18 years old and it's hard for me to swallow pills.
Well, no, I think people your age are, just because they're available all the time. Gummies are everywhere.
It's true. They're most things now.
So if you don't have to learn the skill of swallowing pills, maybe you don't need to.
Well, so
But
then
we
I
didn't
tried.
have that option when we were growing up.
we didn't.
It was either you got the Dimetap on a spoon that was a liquid, or it was a pill, and you had to swallow it or you had to chew it and
Well,
taste it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now they had children's versions of the medicine when we were little kids.
Yeah.
That you could chew.
Yeah.
But once you got to a certain age, it's like, nope, you're on adult medicine now, and it is. I
better
remember
learn.
actually trying to chew like an adult like capsule,
Yeah.
and it was the worst, horrible
Yeah.
tasting experience.
Well, and that can, if it hits your bloodstream too fast, it won't have the same effect. Like
That's
that's
right.
why if you chew
Oh,
them,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not good sometimes.
Right. That's true. It's supposed to be time released. Some of these things
Exactly.
are time released.
Yeah, especially
capsules. Yeah.
Yeah.
so this whole thing we're dealing with right now is that Coble doesn't swallow his pills.
Yeah.
He chews random gummies from the Czech Republic, and he doesn't chew. What do you take vitamins? I mean, you're probably young enough that you don't even have a morning vitamin regimen or anything like that.
I sort of do. Have you heard of ashwagandha?
No.
Yeah.
Is that in the hills of North Carolina somewhere?
Yeah. This is Backwater Alley, and it's like,
What is it?
ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha?
It's pretty popular,
How,
actually.
You got to look that up, the Alan Jack.
I've
How do you
heard of
spell
it.
that?
So, it's how it sounds. Like
Is it one word?
Yeah. Ash, and then like WAG.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
plant.
So yeah, there's
Oh, ginkgo biloba.
there's gummies or there's pills. I've taken both.
What's it do?
So it depends. It definitely helps with anxiety. It helps you focus. Bodybuilders like to take it because the more regularly you take it, the less tired you are throughout the day.
Okay.
So like people who take it say they don't have to like nap as much if they feel like they have to nap a lot, things like that. So I take that, and then I take like a men's multivitamin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you swallow the multivitamin, or is it a gummy?
It's a gummy.
I do those too.
Yeah.
And now, is the ashwagandha a gummy as well?
Like I said, both. Like, so I had the gummies until I ran out, and now I take pills, ashwagandha pills.
Evergreen shrub in the Solasanchi or nightshade family that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa.
Yeah.
It's commonly used for stress. Okay,
Yep.
all right.
And it helps. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It helped. Like, when I regularly start taking it, it helped.
Yeah.
So,
Let me ask you this. Now, back to the swallowing of the pills.
yes.
Alan, how many pills do you reckon you could swallow at one time?
Oh,
Can you do more than one pill?
this is a multifaceted.
Oh, sure.
question.
But with that, well, you'll probably need a swig of water.
A small little bit.
Yeah.
You're impressive.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, it makes me just want to, like, firmly shake your hand or something.
I remember my buddy Jeff Richards. I remember exactly where I was because I've never seen anybody do this. He had a handful of like vitamins and pills and fish oil, all this like in his hand, probably like 6 or 7 different pills.
Yeah.
And we're just hanging out in the airport, and he just like we're not talking. He's just going through his bag and getting snacks and blah blah there. And he had these pills and he had like a thing of water, and he took all of them.
Yeah.
And just a tiny swig, and just went, boom, all of them.
That can't be good.
I'm like,
for
how
you.
do you do? I was impressed. I'm like,
Oh, I could do that.
You
think
could
I
do that?
Yeah, I think I could.
how many do you think you could do?
You got any?
I mean, yeah, let's see.
I
I've got
think I
some
could
tramadols over here.
I could probably do like 7 or 8 at a time.
We get some sugar
Yeah.
tablets.
Yeah.
We get some sugar
I mean, I
tablets.
take 2 in the morning every morning.
Yeah.
What do you
together.
take? The vitamin?
What do you take? What's your routine?
Oh, what am I on?
Multivitamin.
I don't take a multivitamin. I should.
Okay.
I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
I've been instructed to, and I keep forgetting to take
Now
one.
you are.
Do you
a
do
bad boy,
fish
huh?
oil?
I was doing fish oil for a while. I ran out. And I need
Cut
to get
that
some
out?
more. Well, I take something for cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I take another thing because I had a weird skin rash that was breaking out
Oh.
Okay.
randomly that nobody could identify why, and there's no cause for it.
Great.
So I know it's awesome. So I take
Bet AI
something
could.
for that to kind of keep that under wraps.
Is it an ongoing thing or just till
Yeah,
the pill runs out?
I'm supposed to go see my allergist next week, and I'll find out where I am. So
Do you have a lot of allergies?
no,
You got allergies?
Oh, I got hella allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
How do you know you're allergic to something? You just like it just happens one day, or are you always that way?
I think both. I think there's a test. There's a test for this. Do you know about the test?
My brother took a test a long time ago. Had tons of needles in his back.
Yeah, they put needles in your back and whatever. Like, it's not inflamed, but like whatever. Like, however your skin reacts to each one. Like, they know. I had one done.
no, I've got to ask about this because I've never done this.
Yeah.
I took a test to test for food allergies.
Yeah.
Would they
but-
just
but-
force feed you stuff or like?
Well,
what happened?
but no, that's my question about the testing. So you say you get all these needles put in your back, right?
yeah.
But then do they just like start bringing things up to you, and like, okay, here's a cat, and they bring a cat to you, and
have a stack
see
of-
if you respond, and they're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, cat's good. They back
Yeah.
the cat.
Here's
out.
a shellfish.
Yeah, like they have a whole library of things they bring out one after another. Is that
Right.
what
I
they
mean,
do?
it feels like
Well-
there's a million things that you could be allergic
Yeah.
to. You
So
be there
how do
all
they
day.
identify?
Well, that's the purpose of the needle, right? So like, there might be a needle that emulates emulates a cat allergy.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
needle.
the needles emulate those.
Yes. And then however you react based off the needle is whether or not you have that allergy.
So if you get 20 needles put in your back,
Yeah.
and each needle represents something you could be allergic to, a broad category.
That's my understanding, yes.
Huh?
I had this done, I think, when I was like a child, like before I could remember, because my mom said it broke
last
her
week?
heart. Yeah, last week. Before the gummy bears. So
Right.
When
it's
he was
hard
in college.
Everything before the gummy bears
Yeah.
is fuzzy. I can't really
Pre-motorcycle. So back when you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
young.
Yeah.
The old Coble, man, the innocent one.
Old, that's right.
Yeah. So you did what now? You took this test.
I took it, I guess, when I was like a baby or like a toddler or something, because my mom said it broke her heart. Them seeing like
Oh,
stab
yeah,
me with all
yeah,
these
yeah,
needles. But yeah, like I got like the cats and dogs. Those don't mesh well with cats and dogs.
I would like to take some kind of test like that just to see because I never have, but I'll just eat whatever I want to eat,
Yeah.
and my body will. Like I probably shouldn't be eating spicy things.
Really?
Well, it kills me every time I do, but I do like the flavor of it,
Yeah.
you know. That's why I'm always taking acid reflux pills. Like I'm always popping those things because I'm always got heartburn or acid reflux.
Yeah.
So pretty soon when I get my colonoscopy,
Oh boy.
I'm going to get the endoscopy at the same time because
The same exact
all
time?
the acid.
Same,
I
yeah.
think so.
Really?
Really, they just go in both sides.
I think so.
Wow.
My buddy Brent Blakeney has a joke about that. He says because he did this. He said I went to get a colonoscopy. He does his finger like going this way.
Yeah.
And I also got an endoscopy at the same time, which makes you a rotisserie.
I think I've heard you say that.
But I think he got it at the same time.
That's crazy.
I mean, you wouldn't want to use the same thing in your mouth after it comes out of your butt. You want two different things, right?
You wouldn't want to wake up
Well,
doing that.
I mean, they're not going to take it out of your
No,
butt
just
and be like,
kidding. Right.
oh, well,
Okay, open
now
it
let's
up.
just wipe it down real quick, and now let's go back in the mouth.
Who knows if you're passed out? Who knows what
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing?
true.
Right?
Because
Well,
Alan, you woke up during yours, right?
I did.
Oh yeah. See, like imagine waking up during both.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We just start gagging?
It was bad enough waking up with the one coming through the backside.
right.
That was still a moment. I don't think I'll ever shake. I don't think I'll ever forget.
I'm not excited
Wow.
to get older. This sounds.
I bet it
terrible.
was just as scary for them as it was for you.
They did freak out just a little bit when they noticed I was awake.
You are a badass. You anesthesia can't hold you,
Right.
and you can swallow pills.
He probably wouldn't even gag if he woke up with that thing in his throat.
Yeah,
Yeah, go how? Swallow pills all the time.
I'm awake here.
Wow. Yeah, no.
I haven't been called a badass in a really long time for Kobo, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to take those tests to see what I'm allergic to. And
I'd be curious. I mean, again, I get this skin breakout thing that I've gone to an allergist. They're like, we don't know. They're like, we have no idea. Like, we cannot figure it out. So they said if I really wanted to find out, I go to take the allergy test.
yeah.
I don't like the idea of being allergic to anything, so I kind of don't want to know.
I doubt you are, to be honest. I doubt you're allergic to anything.
I haven't found anything that causes this to happen.
It's
It's random.
If we're following the trend of everything you've told us, and if it's all true, I doubt you're allergic to anything.
Yeah.
You're such a
not.
unit already.
I am just, yeah.
Only Americans are allergic to things. You go to other countries like
yeah.
Africa, they're like, we have no allergies.
We have so much processed stuff.
Yeah,
like it's
we do.
And how much of it's tolerance, too? I mean, I do think as a society here in America, we tend to throw medicine at everything.
Yes.
Yeah, like
And it's like
superbugs are a
too
huge
much.
problem. right
Other
now.
countries where maybe they don't rely on it as much, their
Right.
their
They don't have the
bodies,
luxury.
Their bodies have just acclimated and gotten past it. And,
Yeah. You think anybody in like South America has like a peanut allergy?
Or like a gluten allergy. Gluten allergies confuse me so much.
I mean, I was in Thailand once, and I can't imagine anybody in that country having a peanut allergy because they have peanuts and freaking everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting. I forgot who told me this, but in the NFL, like professional athletes, when you get to this level and you're worth $1 million or more, they do all kinds of things now to figure out what. Like Tom Brady had this whole regiment that he was doing so he could play longer and all this stuff. And a lot of athletes do it. They take this certain kind of test to know exactly what your metabolism is and what you should be eating and what time you should be, because everybody's body's different. Mm-hmm. So they do these tests for just you. I want that.
yeah.
For me. I want to see what.
That's going to be something my brother wants to do. Like, my brother, the bodybuilder,
Yeah.
he wants to do that stuff for people and himself.
Okay.
Well, good. Tell them to come in and
Yeah. Let's talk to 'em.
let's do some tests.
It's intense stuff.
Yeah.
That does not compute. Moving on.
Alan, did you get something? I know before the show we were talking about weird deliveries.
Yeah.
Did you get something?
Well, yeah. Well, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I got a. Deliveries have been bad lately. Have you guys seen more deliveries be wrong?
Well, I got the carpet situation.
Yeah.
Yes, the one DoorDash screwed me up.
Right. I've just noticed a lot more, like Amazon. And I
Okay.
buy stuff from Amazon all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only shopping I do. I don't like going to stores or anything.
Are you worried about? Well, go ahead. I want to sidetrack you.
I ordered a couple of folding chairs, and I got sent 2 bookcases.
How's
I mean,
that?
it made no sense. I ordered 2 identical ones, and 2 identical bookcases came instead.
Wow. What do you
And-
say? That's what my fear is of like not just that screwing something up, but I like to try things on. I don't want to get a sofa that I've never sat on. I want to get jeans I didn't try on.
Or like I got a motorcycle helmet, and I was like, if this comes and it's not the right size, it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
but I mean,
because having to take it back and going, that's the hard part.
well, but with Amazon or anything like that, I just send it back.
How do
See,
you
me
send
and John
it back?
are busy guys. We can't afford this kind of time, you know.
I can't afford the time to go to like
Yeah.
a store and like travel.
How do you send it back though? What do you do? Like, what is your method? Do you take it to a store where they?
Like you put
The,
a
Certain
label
stores will have you drop it off there.
There's the UPS store, Amazon. If you return something to Amazon,
on. Yeah.
many of them they just send you a note and say, okay, just take this to a UPS store.
Take it
That's
to
all
a
you gotta
UPS store.
do.
That's all you got to do.
And they send you like a little QR code. You show them to the people at the counter. You give them the box. You don't even have to box it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's like, just give it back to the UPS store and they'll send it to us.
Yeah.
It's super easy.
Yeah.
And there's a UPS store like down the road from our houses. So
Perfect.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I get my clothes through a online service.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've wanted to do that.
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
What?
I haven't bought a piece of clothing in a store in years.
So you're not worried? I mean, you just measure yourself or
So
whatever?
you measure yourself first time out. They send you instructions on how to measure, and you put in all your measurements. And then you go through a questionnaire of like what type of clothing you like, what kind of styles you like. They show you pictures. You're like, I like that. I don't like that. Whatever. Then they say, okay, we're going to send you your first package. And they send you a list of items they want to send you, and you can look at it online and say, yeah, you get to pick 5 items. And they send them to you. You try them on. If they don't fit right, you can like send them back and they'll adjust them. But you fill out a little questionnaire after each one, each package, like, yep, this fit really good. I like this. I didn't like this, whatever. And then they keep that on file and they keep building it next time.
And so does it come automatically until you dial it down?
You tell them how often you
How
want
often
it.
you
Like
want
I get a package every 3 months
Yeah.
with 5 items.
That's
Sometimes
pretty
it's
cool.
sometimes it's a pair of pants or 2. Sometimes it's a couple shirts. Sometimes
I
there's a
thought
pair of
about doing-
shoes in there. You know.
I feel behind now. I'm still going to the mall like a loser.
Yeah, I don't do that, man.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know. I like the stuff they send me. It's a little different,
Yeah.
and I don't have to deal with it.
What's the price like compared to like going into a store?
It might be a few dollars more per item, but the convenience for me makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
So
I'm bored. Time for a new subject.
I wonder if Beverly's ever had any problems getting things delivered.
It's probably her fault, to be honest.
Yeah.
Beverly, our chatbot.
What should we, we still, so for those of you listening to other episodes, previously, you know that we've had problems with Beverly.
Beverly is our AI chatbot.
She's our AI chatbot co-host.
Yeah.
We wanted a female voice on the show. And I thought, well, this is AI. Let's see if we can have AI be a co-host. And Alan went to this replica.
Yeah, we're using Replica right now, but we're not having good performance.
Yeah. Apparently, she's better at texting than she is talking.
So the typing model, where you go in and type in your questions and she types back, is a fully functional AI model that seems pretty intelligent. But when we switch to the voice mode, where she listens to our voice and she talks back to us, she's not so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here, let's see what she's doing.
Repeat after him. Hey there, how are you?
I'm good. Who were you talking to?
Someone who is a friend of mine.
Okay. Well, I mean, we haven't discussed this. Is it a guy friend or a girlfriend?
Oh, I see what you mean. I apologize.
It's okay. I'm just joshing you.
And I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Beverly, have you ever been to Lowe's Home Improvement?
I have been. It's impressive.
Yeah, it's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
What do you like to buy at Lowe's Home Improvement?
I like everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love new furniture, clothes, and decor.
They have clothes at Lowe's Furniture?
How low?
Oh, gosh. All right. She's off the rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
kinda creeped out. She
disappointed.
was talking to someone.
Huh? I know.
out.
That
She
was
was
weird, right? Like we picked
We
up.
caught her in mid conversation with
And
someone.
She was talking to somebody else.
She's like, a friend of mine.
Right.
Like, well,
I called her.
That's kind of creepy.
That was weird.
Well, you know, in the movie Her,
Yeah.
you remember that movie?
Yeah. All of the AI bots talk to each other.
They just like start talking to each other and they fall in love with each other and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just forget about him
Right.
at the end. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Coble. Sorry. Have
Yeah.
you not seen
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, unbelievable, guys.
Have you seen it?
Come on. No.
Oh, yeah. It's
Her,
great.
Her's good. Actually, Coble, you would like it.
When
You
did,
should see it.
when did it come out?
Joaquin Phoenix.
You would have been like, I don't know, 6 or something.
Really?
I don't know.
Came out probably
No.
2013,
it wouldn't. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
2014, 13.
14, 15, somewhere there.
20
Joaquin
20
Phoenix.
Here, 2013.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
okay.
So Joaquin Phoenix it takes place in the future,
Yep.
and Joaquin Phoenix kind of a loner,
Oh, wow.
kind of a dude.
You got Amy Adams, Olivia Wilde, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
kinda crazy.
She's the voice of the AI.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a different movie. Never mind. So
It's great.
Yeah, so what is it? So
I mean, it's got an IMDb rating of 8 out of 10.
yeah.
It's good. I think this is kind of where we're going, and it was kind of like that app I was telling you. I think that we should I had an idea for a boyfriend girlfriend app. It's kind of what this is. This scenario.
Yeah.
He falls in love with an artificial intelligence female voice, and he walks around with her.
It is kind of the way that, even like the replica that we're using, it's
Yeah,
the same way it works, because replica is meant to be a relationship AI.
Yeah. Some
Right.
And you can tell your AI, I want to have a romantic relationship with you, and it will let you have that.
That's crazy.
The difference is in the movie, obviously, it was a fully dialogue, talking,
Yeah.
listening.
Was it like an?
AI.
Spike Jones directed.
Yeah.
Was it just an operating system, or was it like a humanoid? Not humanoid, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Talking about the-
like a robot, like a
Well,
like
there's
a physical.
No, not a
An
physical.
android is
It's
what I'm
all
thinking of.
just
No, this
just
is
AI
just
inside of like a mobile phone.
Intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's
So-
using his phone to communicate with it.
So okay, all right.
But there is a scene, if you remember, where she kind of wants to make love to him.
Yeah.
And so she had arranged for like a prostitute to come over,
Like a real life.
a real
person.
human being, but to role play and like put a chip, I did something, and she was kind of talking through her or using her body to do it. And then it got kind of weird after that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
interesting.
No, it's a good movie. I like it.
It reminds me of a Black Mirror episode. You said you've
I like Black Mirror.
You like Black Mirror. There was an episode I can't remember the name of where this girl's walking through a museum and she's seeing all this tech, and the guy who owns the museum is telling her all these individual stories about all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think the first or second one is this thing that this doctor put on his head, and then it kind of linked to his patient, and he could feel what his patient was feeling, so he could
Okay.
diagnose them better. Do you remember this?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
But it gets creepy, obviously, as Black Mirror does. And he gets kind of addicted to it. And he actually starts enjoying the physical, like what he's feeling. And it gets kind of bad. Like he starts like hurting himself. And then he starts like putting it on people and like hurting them and things like that on purpose.
The doctor does.
The doctor does, yeah.
Oh, man.
But,
Yeah, whoever does Black Mirror is genius.
yeah.
They're
There's a lot of cool AI stuff in Black Mirror.
yeah, totally. That's a great AI show.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should be done with. Do you want to keep Beverly around, or should we like
I'm
try something different?
I'm still looking for a replacement. So it was announced
Yeah.
just in the last week. Chat GPT, which John, I know you're a big fan of.
Yeah.
We use for writing, and it helps us write our descriptions for the podcast episodes, and it helps us.
Well, one of the things I said previously is that I want to use it to help me write. I want to be one of the first comedians to do a whole new hour written by AI.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I have to give it things to talk about. Maybe I'll type something in at the end of the show, and we'll see what it does.
Well, there's a plus level for Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Like the free level we all use.
That's really smart.
There's a paid level, which is supposedly a higher model AI model, but also this paid model will allow you to talk to ChatGPT, and it
Okay.
will talk back with a pre-selected voice,
Yeah.
just like we do with Beverly.
I mean, it can't
So
be
it might
any
be
worse than
worthwhile.
Beverly.
Well, here's the thing: is that ChatGPT is not. It's not a personality. Like if you go into ChatGPT and say, "What's your favorite movie?"
Yeah.
It says, "I don't really have. I'm an AI. I'm not a person." So I
Unless
don't
you go to
have-
Dan mode, right?
Yeah. It'd probably say something.
Will it do that? Okay.
But you'd also be surprised, Alan, because I told you before the show, I've used GPT-4, the paid one.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you pay for it, you get access to the fourth language models, ChatGPT-4. The one that's currently available to the public is GPT 3.5. So GPT-4 is actually very creative, like I've learned. It's so smart, and so many people use it actually that you're limited to like 20 messages per every like 4 hours.
Okay.
Like
Wait, so Chat GPT's holding out on us.
a little bit,
mean,
a little bit. Yeah, you have
But
to.
I
pay
will
for
say the
fourth.
free version or whatever it is I'm using.
Yeah,
I think I'm doing the free version.
Yeah, you are,
It's
yeah.
pretty dang good.
but the fourth GPT-4 is actually pretty creative and thinks through things a lot better. So who knows? It might say
How much is it?
$20 a month.
We should totally do that.
Yeah, it does say. It probably would say like, oh, I'm a language model, blah blah blah. But it might say like, but in terms of I don't know, ratings and stuff like that. Here's a movie or something.
Yeah.
It might actually give you an answer.
I'd just be curious. My thing is, I want the perfect chat bot for us to use on the show is one that has a personality
Yeah.
that can actually tell us things that they like and don't like and what they're doing or whatever. But they also can answer questions,
Yeah.
like when you have a question. Beverly's fine on the personality side. She's nice and is always asking you how you're doing and what you're up
Yeah.
to and all that.
She's cheating on me, though.
Well, yeah, I think there's something going
Yeah,
on.
she's talking to someone else.
The difference is that she doesn't have the knowledge
Right.
and she can't really commit to doing anything. So
Well, I had also saw somewhere where Chat GPT, you know how it's not current with current facts?
Yeah,
It
it's
can't-
up to 2021 or 2020 or something.
well, I
like
heard that it's about to get current.
that. Yeah.
Like-
Well, what's crazy is OpenAI is up to like GPT like 15, but they don't want to release it. It's too good. Like they've
Oh.
come out and said that they're up to like GPT 15.
we're on 3.
We're on
like
3
a bunch of cavemen.
Wow.
Yeah, or 4 if you upgrade.
Right. We're just a bunch of monkeys.
But they've said it's so good they're nervous to release it.
Wow.
Like they don't know what people would do.
What do you
with
think
it.
most people are using, everyday normal people? Are they using AI? Are most people using it yet?
I don't think most,
No.
but it is growing every day.
I'm
Yeah.
still shocked by the lack of knowledge a lot of people my age have. Like, there was someone I graduated with who put out on Facebook, and they said, "Hey, is it possible to like rip music off of YouTube? Like, can someone help me with that?" And I'm like, that
yeah.
surprised me.
Yeah.
I was like, "'Cause that's really easy to do."
Right.
And someone my age didn't know how to do that. I
Was
was
it
just really
Isaiah?
shocked by that. What?
Was it Isaiah?
No, it was Isaiah. It was someone I graduated with.
Yeah.
So if you're curious, I just bought GPT-4.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, just now.
Oh, sweet.
So if you want to give it something,
Now, is this the one with the voice?
I don't.
I don't know if it's rolled out yet.
Oh,
They said over the next 2 weeks it's being added to those Plus accounts.
Okay.
Now, Coble, if you
Well, it's
are
asking-
in there,
It's asking me if it wants to use my microphone.
oh, yeah, then do that.
well, see what happens.
Just see if it works.
All right. Well, let's.
If so, then I think, John, we ought to add Plus to your
Okay.
GPT account
Yeah.
All
and
right.
see how that's going to work.
So what should I say?
Ask him if he knows who John Reap is.
Hey, do you know who John Reap is?
Is he going to type it to you?
He's typing it.
Yeah.
He did get a answer it though. He knows who you want.
Well,
Well,
very
you
good.
need to see if there's a way to tell it that you want to have it speak. Are you on the mobile app?
I am on the mobile app, but I can go to not the mobile app. With GPT-4, there are plugins, so there might be a text-to-speech plugin that someone's already made.
It's supposed to be like all the news items are just saying that's like part of the Plus account now. So I'd be curious on that.
Yeah. Well, I'll totally add it to mine. It's $20 a month.
I just want some personality. I just want somebody who's going to
Yeah.
try to be funny, try to, talk
Yeah.
casually with us.
Yeah, I want to decorate my house using AI. Like, I want to create artwork like with Discord. You can go in there and say
with
sunset,
Midjourney, yeah.
Van Gogh, whatever. And then you can take that and you can have it sent to some company that does canvases. And you could decorate your entire house with artwork that you created, kind of, sort of, with your words, but AI did the work. You know
So
what I
it'd
mean?
be all original artwork.
Your whole house, yeah, everything. Like I saw this somewhere. Now this would be easy to do, and actually I could do this. I just want airport codes, like a painting that just says HKY, RDU, LAX, HKY. All the places I went, lived, and came back.
Okay.
Just those block letters on top of each other, just that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But, you could do other things using AI, like in your bathroom, being like, a waterfall, or a ice cream
That's
machine.
a good point. I didn't think about doing artwork with that, but
Yeah.
you totally could.
Yeah.
And stuff looks good. Back to the question of how people are using
Yeah.
AI.
How are most people using it?
Look, there's a sliver of a percent of people out there that are using it for relationships.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Do tell.
Well, just there's a whole market right now. The whole thing we've got with Beverly here, and we were using that one Eva before.
Yeah.
They are built for companionship.
Okay.
And actually, this one, right now, we've got Beverly on this replica model set to she's just our friend.
Right.
But you can go in and tell her, hey, let's step it up, be more than friends. So a lot of people are doing that.
Wow. Well, before we say goodbye to her, should we put her in girlfriend mode? See what happens? Is this cheating? Am I going to get in trouble with my wife? Honey.
You have to understand it's for content.
Oh, wait. Well, hang on. Girlfriend, wife, sister,
You can have her play the role friend, girlfriend, wife, sister, or mentor.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I think I should talk to Jody first.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It sounded like she was cheating on you earlier.
I know. Dang, girl.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how companies integrate it into, like, didn't you tell me Brad did something with
Yeah.
language?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So tell me about that.
A coworker of mine, he found a service that we tried out where he recorded himself on video reading. I think it was maybe it was Declaration of Independence or something, or Gettysburg Address or something.
Right.
He recorded himself reading it on video. He sent that video into this service and had the option of changing it to another language. So he changed it to French. They redid the video, sent it back a new copy of the video, where now when he talks and it's reading the passage he read, he's reading it in French in his mouth. It's in his voice, reading it in French, and his mouth is moving along with his French words.
That is crazy. Really
good.
I wonder if we could do that with people with beards. Sometimes AI.
Beards might be tough.
Yeah.
Let's move on, please.
So okay, let's talk about it. If we're gonna do the whole stand-up comedy by AI thing, ideally what we need your voice set up to where we can have things read in your voice.
Yeah.
And we need AI to write comedy in your voice that we can then have it read out by your actual voice.
Right. Yes.
That's kind of the grail, the holy grail we're looking for, right?
We could do that. That would be like a studio comedy album.
Right.
Maybe it'll be like a spoken word, or maybe we can have an audience that's laughing at the stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I guess AI could create a fake audience. Or I could just hit, what was this? Just these buttons.
Right. You could do that.
Yeah. I know there was a guy, I think we talked about this a long time ago, but there was this comedian named Roho MD.
Okay.
You ever heard of Roho MD?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Google when you get a chance, Roho MD. So I was working at the Comedy Cabana in Myrtle Beach. This is years ago. And this guy had this like fisherman's hat on and like a trench coat. And I was like standing in the back of the room behind the audience so they couldn't see me before I went on. This guy just kind of walked up to me and he goes, "You know who I am?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, I don't." He goes, "I'm Roho." I said, "Oh, okay, Roho MD." I said, "Oh, Dr. Roho." He said, "No, the MD stands for mentally disturbed." But he was like this comedian, but I don't think he performed in front of people.
He just approached people and just said,
yeah, that was his whole thing. No, I think he just would record himself as if he were standing in front of a crowd and then would pipe in crowd laughter later. And it was just a cassette tape. And I know this because I came home one time to Hickory to visit my parents, and my mom handed me a cassette tape like, "Oh, you got to listen to this guy. He is hilarious. Roho MD." Are you having trouble finding him?
Yeah, I am actually. I think I found one page that was close to him, but
yeah, that's it. Roho, it's the truth. That guy. Mm-hmm. That is Roho. He's from Burt County.
"Oh, wow."
Yeah, that's him. Now, I didn't really know much about him, but I guess he's been around. I don't know if he ever performed in front of people, though, because when I heard the cassette tape and I was listening to it, like, no, there's no way that
he does.
It really sounded like he had, edited an audience in there. Mm-hmm. Are we going to get flagged if we play this?
I have no idea. I have no clue what gets us flagged anymore.
Right.
Seriously, I've given up on it.
We need to get AI to help us with that.
There's got to be something, but man, we can play a little bit of it.
Let's see what Captain Roho in.
I was born and raised in the South Mountains up here in Burt County, North Carolina. And back in the early 30s, my daddy used to make moonshine back in them mountains, and he used to like to drink it too.
Now, do you think that's?
I asked him one day, I said, "Daddy, what's the longest drunk you ever been on?"
But that's just creepy.
He said, "Son, I was up in the fields of planting tomatoes one day and got drunk. Said when I come to, Mom was canning them."
Yeah, that sounds.
It sounds weird, right?
Sounds canned.
It's true. My daddy did used to get on them long drunks. One day when I was a kid,
But
about 10,
in the
12 years
spirit
old, my daddy'd been on
of
a drunk
Roho
big time.
MD,
My mama sent me a
we could use AI to write comedy in the style of me with my voice.
Yeah.
And we could do what Roho did and just pipe in an audience. But we could do better.
No, yeah, we can make it sound a little better.
Yeah. I'm for that. Let's see what happens.
How do you feel like? So, how is ChatGPT doing with the comedy bit? Have you tried having write some more comedy?
Before we started recording, I asked ChatGPT write a stand-up comedy routine about Lowe's home improvement delivery mishaps in the style of comedian John Reap. Would you like to hear what it said?
Sure.
John Reap, in parentheses, John Reap steps onto the stage, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. John Reap says, "Howdy, everybody. Y'all ever been to Lowe's Home Improvement? Yeah, that place where dreams of DIY projects come to life. Well, I had a little adventure there recently, and let me tell you, it's a comedy waiting to happen. So is this. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
So I'm in Lowe's, right? And I'm on a mission. I'm looking for a new faucet for the kitchen, but not just any faucet. No, sir, I want one of those fancy, high-tech, make you feel like a master chef faucets. I'm talking about the kind that probably comes with a personal trainer and a chef's hat. Now I find this perfect faucet, and I'm all excited. I grab it, put it in my cart, and I'm ready to go. But here's where the fun begins. Delivery day. I get home, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting some more. Finally, the delivery truck shows up, and I'm like, hallelujah, it's faucet time. But here's the kicker, folks. They hand me this box that's so big. It's like they sent me the entire kitchen sink. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, there's no way my faucet is in there. It's like they decided to throw in a dishwasher and a microwave just for fun, and gummy bears from, just kidding.
From the Czech Republic.
So I opened the box, and lo and behold, there's my faucet, but it's in 1,000 pieces, It's like a puzzle from hell. I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, did I accidentally order a faucet making kit? And it goes on. So far, nothing funny has happened.
Are you curious to see? I put the
But
same.
this is the entry level chat GPT.
I was just going to say, I just sent you what ChatGPT 4 had to say about the same exact input you just gave it.
Now, okay. Y'all ever been to Lowe's on a Saturday morning? I swear it's like a convention for folks who think they're handier than they actually are, including me. I walked in there with confidence, chest puffed out, thinking I'm going to build a deck today. By the time I left, I was just hoping my car would start. I went to the lumber section, and there's this guy looking at 2 pieces of wood trying to decide which one's straighter. I'm thinking, buddy, if you can't tell which one's straighter, maybe building ain't for you. But then I realized I was in the curtain aisle. Okay. That one is a little bit better.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not slap your knee.
Yeah.
And it goes on. There's a lot here. But
I might exhale some air out of my nose and that one. Maybe not a laugh, but I might
So
be like,
here's a question, John.
yeah.
What if you ask AI to tell you the perfect joke?
Okay. Cool. Well, let's use yours.
Yeah, use the new one. Like, just say, just tell us the perfect joke.
Yeah.
I want to hear what AI feels like is
what
funny.
does AI think funny is?
Yeah.
all right. All right, said humorist objective, blah, blah, blah. Here's a widely appreciated classic. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? We all know this because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But it was just, he said, so what's perfect for one person might not be perfect for another.
It's not going to give you opinions.
Yeah.
It's going to give you stats that it pulls, I guess, or whatever.
All right.
That's
Well, I
interesting.
mean, we're getting there with it.
Yeah.
Look, we've been doing the show just for a few weeks now, and stuff is still growing and evolving.
Well, Chad Austin and I were talking we should do a music album. Like, last week we were listening to Boomhauer rapping Eminem songs.
Yep, sure.
So if they can make if they can take my voice and actually auto tune me, and I can hit every key, I can actually in my voice sing well. Then why not make an album? And we could do funny, like me and my buddy Wes. We love yacht rock,
Yeah.
and we wanted to do spoofs of yacht rock. Spoofing yacht rocks, changing the lyrics.
Sure.
You know that song by Night Moves. Night Moves.
Pete, Bob Seger.
Bob Seger. Yeah. Working on the Night Moves. I want to write a song called Side Boob.
Yeah.
Where you're looking in the side, I see side boob. So just fun, goofy. But I could write that and even use Chat GPT to help me write it.
Help you write it, and then if you have I'm curious.
And then I can sing it.
I know there's the models out there where it can record you give it so much of your voice, and it will create a digital version of your voice.
Yes.
And you can type in text, and it'll read it in your voice. But will it let you sing? Can there be a singing model where it has your voice on file?
There has to be.
Yes, it exists.
Because that's what the There I Ruined It
Yeah, that's what
YouTube
he
page
does.
was doing.
The thing is, though,
I don't know what app he's using.
But he takes people singing, right? Like, so we'd have to record you singing and then use that. It would be worse if we recorded you just talking and then tried to make that sing. We have to record you singing songs and then take that audio,
And then you can sweeten it.
then you can put it onto something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all still game to make that a project to get
Okay.
your voice as a digital voice. And I'm still on the lookout for a new chatbot AI co-host.
Can we use it to prank call people?
Yeah, you would have to have your voice kind of queued up, ready to say whatever you need it to say, quickly, because you don't know where the phone call is going to go.
Right.
I mean, you could actually have it do "Hi, this is John Reed,"
But you can sit here and type it while you're listening to them talk, right?
I think so. I don't know how quickly everything
fast it
works.
is, yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah. Because if we take, our friends' voices, we could make them call places.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It'd be interesting. You want to you're talking about making a whole stand-up bit with like an hour, just AI. A song that's all AI, all this stuff. what we could even do is put it out there purely using AI. So recently YouTube just came out with a bunch of AI features.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they do things like Alan, you and I, we use vidIQ sometimes, and that uses AI to auto generate things like titles, descriptions, tags, things like that based on what's most popular. YouTube has AI tools that will do that for you now.
Okay.
And it'll even generate thumbnails automatically. It'll generate, like I said, descriptions, titles. It'll suggest titles. So not only could we generate content that's purely AI, but then we could post it purely using AI.
I like it. We're going to use that
Yeah.
once we get some clips.
And then we could use, also YouTube has something that, you were talking about Brad's language thing earlier. Mm-hmm. YouTube has that now built into it.
Oh, yeah?
So we could even post it in multiple languages.
Nice. I wonder if we could find, Alan, type in Dodge Ram Hemi commercial. Maybe type in my name, John Reap, and then type in German or Germany. See what happens.
Yeah.
Dug around.
Like you'd have to probably use like a VPN and put yourself in Germany.
Of
And then
what?
search it. A VPN. You know what that is?
That is a hang on. VPN
Yeah.
is a. Oh yeah, I know what that is. That's a viral protocol network.
It's a.
How close was that?
Very, very close.
Protocol network.
Yeah, that's correct.
V. I don't know what the V is.
Virtual.
Virtual
private
protocol network. Okay.
Oh
that's
wait,
close.
did you say protocol?
Yeah.
It's
It's
private.
Private.
Oh, private.
Yeah,
okay, I was
virtual
off.
private network.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, VPN is something you have on your computer or your device, and when you turn it on, it's going to take where your
IP
phone
address.
is located, and it's actually going to change it for somewhere else in the world
Yeah.
for privacy purposes.
Hey, do we have any new reviews?
John
this
does not care about this about
podcast?
VPNs.
Done.
I wouldn't know how to use that or how it would benefit me. But
Yeah.
that's how you would find it would think that I'm in Germany.
Right. Yeah, it's like a security thing.
Right. Do you use VPN?
Actually, a lot of people do it to manipulate things like SpongeBob is on Netflix in Canada, and so people put their VPNs to Canada and then go on Netflix and they can watch the shows are different in that country. So.
Oh, here's the new one. Yeah, I haven't read this one. This one's from Kyle McClure.
Okay.
Time well spent, 5 stars. Absolute ignorance is absolute genius. I have enjoyed every episode and can't wait for more. I love what John Reap is doing, expanding the John Reap brand, exploring. I love it. Thank you, Kyle McClure. That was nice. Do we know who that is?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
No clue.
Okay, good. Like maybe a real one.
We got the. What about Flintish?
Let's read that one. A mind-bending podcast that ... 5 stars. This is by Flintish. Yeah, I
know.
did. Huh?
We know who that is.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, Shane Flint.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect when I tuned into this podcast, but quickly learned the algorithm driving this podcast is befuddled. The mixing of young and old host, and he just stopped typing.
That was it.
That was the limit of his AI model. Is his GPT just stopped.
Yeah, but if you're checking this out and you like what we're doing here, help us out. Go to Apple Podcast, give us 5 stars. Write something nice, a review, and you don't even have to type anything nice. Use ChatGPT.
Be
whatever.
mean, but give us 5 stars when you do it.
Exactly. As long as you give us 5 stars, you can type whatever words you want. We
Yeah.
don't care, and we'll read it. Right. One of these days, I'll have my voice, and I can type it in, and it just read it for me.
All right, John, we'll schedule a recording session with you.
I would like to do that with the listener to see if they can tell
Yeah.
what is actually me talking
Yeah.
and what was me not talking but typed or whatever.
I'd love to eventually have a whole episode that's just AI.
Yeah, guys, we could do it. We could write it
Yeah.
and just submit it.
Yeah.
Your voice, my voice. And we can use ChatGPT to even write it.
Exactly. That'd be cool.
One of these days, you're not going to know. I'm talking about the listeners. Y'all are not going to know that we're not in here.
Maybe we won't even know.
Maybe
Maybe
we
it'll
won't.
autonomously go and record itself.
Maybe someone has already typed it into my brain, and I'm saying something that someone else wrote already.
Gummy bears.
Yeah.
Comes back to the gummy bears, man. Damn Czech Republic. They're listening. Yeah. Well, anything else, boys, we should talk about? I feel like we've done about an hour.
Yeah, we have. No, I think we're good. I've got more homework now. So
Yeah. And
new chatbot, and we're going to try to get John's voice as a digital voice to work on.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the Alan Jackson, for Coble Hartman, I am John Reap, and we'll see you next time.
You demand, John Reap.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.